Today I'm filming a day in my life. So right now I have a few errands to run, and later in the day when I get back there's gonna be a little surprise plus chit chat at the end, so stay tuned. So for my errands, my first stop is gonna be at the optician's. I'm gonna go get my eye prescription because my old contact lenses had expired, hence the glasses. And next, I'm gonna stop at Boots because I want to get wound wash or something similar to heal wounds, because I've had this piercing for a long time now and it still hurts. Plus, there's a piercing bump which is really annoying. Like, I've tried everything. I've tried DIY sea salt with water on it severally, and the piercing bump isn't going anywhere. I'm hoping wound wash will heal it because the piercing is kind of a wound. So hopefully that works, because that's kind of my last resort. So that's where I'm headed right now. Come with me. This is a clay necklace I made myself. Super cute. I got my eye prescription. It's evening now because when I got back from my errands, I had lunch and it was very yummy. Then I went grocery shopping, so that took quite a lot of time. And on my way back, I got stuck in the rain. So that wasn't good, but I'm back, so I can finally talk about what I've been wanting to talk about. Firstly, I got wound gel instead of wound wash. I'm pretty sure this is much better because it promotes faster healing, which is what I'm looking for my piercing. So hopefully this works. In my last video, I talked about having problems with my laptop after a water spill, so my laptop not turning on, and I sent it to the repair shop. I got news back and the repair was too expensive. It was literally the same price as my laptop, which was £600 plus, and I was not having that. Like, that is too much. So I just told them, never mind, I'll get a new laptop. So after my expensive laptop broke, I was pretty demoralized because if a laptop as expensive as that could get spoiled by a little water spill, then I can't be getting expensive laptops if they're just gonna get spoiled that easily. So I was like, you know what, I'll just get me a smaller laptop. As long as it's a laptop, I can do the same things I was doing on this place. It's just not like maybe as high end or like as slick as my previous laptop, right? So I went to the shop and I got a cheaper laptop. It was around 200. So I bring it home and I realized it can't run the programs I needed to, like design programs like Blender or even games. It couldn't run them and I was so disappointed. Out of frustration, I got me another laptop. So now I have two laptops. It's super annoying. On one hand, I'm glad that I finally have a good or a better laptop, but on the other hand, I'm so stressed because bad financial decisions. Like, I just bought two laptops. This is my first laptop. You can tell she's very loved and I miss it so much. It's 16 inches. Very beautiful girl. And she died to water spill. I can't. Or she technically drowned. This is so sad because it was very little water. How can you die from that? My second laptop, it technically works, but it can't run the things I needed to. Third one, the better laptop. Anyways, frustrating talk aside, I want to talk about my new story. You may or may not know this, but I'm a writer, and just yesterday I published my first proper short story on Medium. I've published a few short stories, but they were like short stories, more like flash fiction. Here it is. This is my Medium page. You can see the other stories I've released. About Solstice, it's a Willower, women loving women, princess x knight. So it's set in medieval times, and it's about a princess named Solil. She's quite complicated. It's navigating her 3 different identities, and it unfolds with her falling in love with a new knight that just got sworn into her kingdom. In my writings, I like to use a lot of sensory details, talking about the breeze and the lighting in the environment, just to make it more immersive. And I was really able to do this for this story because a huge theme of the story is the sun. She's a goddess in this reality. So the story really talks about her, and I really hone in on the light and the way it shines on people and how the light sits in rooms. That was really exciting as well. So if you're looking for a sapphic read, or you just want to immerse yourself in a medieval storyline, you can check out Solstice on my Medium page. I'm Crush Angel on Medium as well. So I would really appreciate if you check it out and tell me what you think, tell me how you like the characters. Now, on the topic of writing, I've been having a dilemma because as a writer, I write stories, but I also write scripts. And for now, I've only written short scripts, but I don't really have a way to turn them to movies. So I've been thinking about publishing them and releasing them to be read as stories instead, but in script form. They're just sitting in my Google Docs where I've written them and nobody is reading them. So does anyone have any insights on them? Like, should I release the scripts I've written so people can also read that as well? Just a little more on my story Solstice. I just wanted to show you the world building I was doing. These are like a character sheet or just pictures that inspired my character, and just to understand her a bit more. This is how I imagined Solil to look. This was the picture that inspired the whole story. Now there is Solil and there is her as a princess over here, and her as the divine intercessor. So she has to be calm, collected, being a public figure, and her real self wanting to be with nature and the sun, and just being herself really. And here is Hector, our knight. You see more of her in the story. And this is the ship, like how I imagined they'll be. This was like quotes. I found knights and princesses that are both women to inspire them. This is literally them. I love these so much. And I'm so glad I could find these inspirations. And here is of their castle, just to have the image so I can write it properly. Go read the story, please.